Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. The Venezuelan Navy has detained the crew of a U.S. oil exploration vessel while operating within waters that are disputed by multiple South American nations. The seizure has analysts warning that any action by Venezuela or the United States may continue a growing dispute between the countries. News agencies are reporting that the kidnapping of Libya's prime minister by supposed rebels on Friday was part of an attempted criminal coup that was perpetrated by his opponents in the country's legislature, who he is accused of seeking to undermine the government. Shortly after a sun-diving comet made its way to our star, an active region behind the sun's northeastern limb erupted, producing an M-class solar flare. The flare is seen producing a large CME, a reaction that we are seeing more frequently in correlation with sun-diving comets. J.P. Morgan Chase, a multinational banking corporation that many economists see as an indicator of future economic times, posted a $380 million third-quarter loss after America's largest bank showed that it had underestimated the graveness of the global financial situation. For the second time in 7 days, a human smuggling boat carrying migrants to Europe capsized as it made the dangerous journey from Africa to European countries. Agencies are reporting that while more than 24 people drowned, over 200 were rescued in an Italian-led operation. Business Insider posted a number of pictures of Fukushima after the disaster, showing a relative destroyed ghost town, including this image of a guard blocking the entrance to the exclusion zone near the power plant, where even a moderate walk through the area would noticeably increase a person's chance of developing cancer. The strongest storm system to threaten India in more than 10 years is nearing the country's east coast today, causing authorities to call for massive evacuations, where they are sending trucks and buses to move over 400,000 residents from coastline villages. Officials have reportedly canceled religious celebrations and stockpiled emergency supplies as marine weather forecasters warn that the potentially catastrophic storm could make landfall as early as today, where they fear massive casualties from unprepared villagers. And to wrap things up, scientists are expecting large outbursts of visible material as comet icing continues to near the sun. Unexpected blizzards in South Dakota reportedly caused over 20,000 cattle deaths. A volcano in Russia erupted, pushing ash and smoke over 3 miles into the air. Researchers have discovered a new type of botulism and fear that it may be replicated without an antitoxin available. Unrest is continuing in Egypt. Riot police were called to protest in Montreal, and a 6.3 in New Zealand, followed by a 6.1 in Venezuela, complete today's Quake Watch. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by SHTFplan.com, where even the officials go for news, and SQmetals.com for all your precious metal needs.